Hey, it's Alex Saenger with Keller Williams Capital Properties, your host of Real Agent Advice. Today we're with two of my favorite ladies in real estate, Wendy Papasan from Texas and Kimber Menkiti from DC. These two amazing women have done such a great job from an investment perspective that I figured it's time to bring what they have to contribute to you today. So let's take a look.
Sure. Well, we have a unique opportunity as real estate agents. You know, we have kind of an inside track to buy great investment properties. And we also have an obligation as fiduciaries of our clients to just learn about real estate investing and teach it to our clients. And if we can do that, not only can we build our own wealth, but we can help, generations of people become wealthier.
Absolutely. I think that the key was just starting. Like a lot of people ask us, like, how did you move when you see the final picture? But the reality is that it started by really focusing on how to, spend less than you make and invest the rest wisely.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
The ability of we lived in a very modest first home and we rented it out, and then we bought another home and we didn't drive crazy expensive cars, and we really controlled our lifestyle so that we could invest in the things that created a bigger return for us.
Yeah, most people will never sacrifice today to get something in the future. And actually there's a word for it, it's called hyperbolic discounting. And if you ask someone this question, would you rather have if I had $100, I could either give it to you today or I could give you $200 in a year. 99% of people would take the 100.
Give you the money.
Yeah. But in reality, I mean, if it's $200, why wouldn't you wait a year? You make twice as much money.
So this particular interview was conducted at the Regional Mastermind here in DC, and Wendy flew in from Texas to specifically talk about the path of money, which can be found in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. As it so happens, Wendy's husband is Jay Papasan, who actually co-wrote the book with Gary Keller. And what's amazing about her story is that her and her husband really came from basically almost nothing and have amassed millions of dollars in personal wealth over just a short period of time, probably about 5 to 8 years. Kimber, as well, with her husband Bo Menkiti, started Keller Williams Capital Properties, the brokerage that I actually work with. And they have now 7 or 8 offices here in the DC metro area. Again, building a path of wealth. And when you look at some of the things that they're talking about that are defined in the Millionaire Real Estate Investor book, and you focus on cash flow, it's really interesting to look at how a consumer spends their money when they get it and how an investor spends their money when they get it. Basically, an investor is going to invest first and then worry about their expenses later. A consumer is going to consume money first, and whatever's left over, that's what they're going to wind up investing. And the examples that these ladies gave, for example, would you take $100 today or would you wait a year to get the $200? Well, the answer should be, I'll wait a year to get the $200 because you're going to get twice as much money. But people are focused on consuming that money right away, that they're not thinking about the long-term impact of what that money can actually do for them. So it's a really interesting perspective when it comes to real estate. And part of what they're talking about is, as a real estate agent, we have a fiduciary duty to our clients to help them understand this. Because sometimes the best decision is not to sell the house, especially if you can afford the next one without selling it. Sometimes the best decision is actually to hold on to that house because it's a great investment long term. In fact, I teach a Millionaire Real Estate Investor workshop or seminar every month, and during that seminar I talk about the fact that in just 7 years you can probably pay for your kids' college education with just a $50,000 down payment buying a $250,000 house. I know because I've actually done it. I've done the investment, I've held a property, now I've got money sitting around that's going to actually pay for my daughter's college education. I'm Alex Saenger with Real Agent Advice. We'll see you next time. If you have some great advice you'd like to share, or you'd just like to grab some coffee, email me at coffee@realagentadvice.com.